Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are Halloween hunting at Homegoods. 'Tis the year 2024 and Halloween has never been more exciting. I have the feeling it just never ends. With every new Homegoods I discover more and more and more amazing pieces, inspiring pieces. And also I have to say, as I am filming these videos and posting them literally on a daily basis, I'm discovering more and more and more the lore of Halloween in today's society. As a cultural phenomenon, I'm noticing that Halloween has a lot of facets. It has a lot of different niches. There's the vintage community of Halloween. Oh, here comes the glitter. These witches' boots, by the way, are amazing, $16.99. But the glitter made me not get them. So there's the vintage community. Then there is the high-tech community, like the more technological version of Halloween. Then there's the Halloween that is connected to horror movies and the love of franchises of horror movies, like Halloween from 1978 by John Carpenter, or Nightmare Before Christmas, which is not a horror movie, or Nightmare on Elm Street, or Friday the 13th, a lot of slasher movies. But then there's also the horror that is more thriller related, like, for example, Silence of the Lambs. And then there is the cutesy, innocent Halloween, like this cute little ghost with a lollipop from Christian Siriano with a sequins all over it, or Pilettes, $16.99 for this one. Then there is the more gore focused Halloween with body parts and the skeleton and the analysis of death, and here's speak no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. Then there is the Halloween which is more whimsical, like, for example, tombstones that have particular types of sayings on them, like the pun delivery, the haha gotcha moment, the comedic aspect of Halloween. Then this year a lot of manufacturers have been experimenting with the flower power Halloween, like a Halloween that is connected to the hippie movement, something we haven't seen before. How can you reinvent this holiday in so many different ways? Well, you can reinvent it because on Halloween night, we wear costumes. We reinvent ourselves on Halloween. So why cannot Halloween itself reinvent itself and wear a different costume every season? So I found very interesting the collection that Target proposed with Hide and Eek for Halloween 2024, as it was revisiting 90s Halloween lore, but also 50s Halloween lore with certain designs, but then also going into neon colors, a lot of neon colors. And then there's the pastel Halloween. And then we have the Halloween that is connected to the past of the Universal monsters, a very specific type of lore. From the 30s, we have the monster Frankenstein, we have the creature from the Black Lagoon, we have the mummy with Boris Karloff, we have a plethora of Universal monsters that represent a specific type of Halloween. Then we have the Halloween lore that is connected to living dolls, haunted dolls, and there's the Haunted Mansion. There's the people who love Disney Halloween in particular. Then there's the people who cannot stand Disney or its version of Halloween. There is the Goth Halloween, which doesn't want anything cutesy. It has to be completely black and white. It has to be completely connected to the suffering of the soul. So then there's the more satanic Halloween, which is kind of a dangerous part of Halloween that a lot of people are afraid of or do not like. So as you can see, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, there are way more Halloweens out there and way more aesthetics and cultural phenomenon connected to Halloween. And then right after Halloween, we have the Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos. In Europe, most of Halloween isn't celebrated. It's actually the Day of the Dead that is celebrated after the 31st of October, meaning the 1st and the 2nd of November. It is a very fascinating holiday. America, like no other country, really celebrates this holiday in so many spectacular ways. Look at this gorgeous Tin Witch for $9.99 that glows in the dark, by the way. Why does it celebrate in so many different ways? Well, we discover here throughout all of these videos that I'm posting and all of the vlogs that I'm filming on a daily basis. By the way, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thumb up this video and enjoy the journey together with me of the discovery of this very unique and exceptional holiday together, one video at a time. And I've realized how as we progress with these videos, each one of these shops or stores or chains, look at this Christian Siriano mirror. A lot of people have been hunting for that one this season. I just left it there. It was too big and I have no room for it. Interesting though. $39.99 for the skull and golden baroque mirror. So I've been discovering that a lot of these shops carry not just one particular aspect of Halloween, but many different ones. Just like Homegoods, for example. Look at this little pillow, pink pastel crystallized pillow on top of a baroque, old school, ancient skull mirror. And then next to a wicker pumpkin made as a decor item for the porch, not to really use indoors. Then a plushy bat pumpkin with studs for ears that kind of is inspired by either Valentino because of the studs or Christian Louboutin for $12.99 in this case. So there's also the fashion aspect of Halloween. We have Christian Lacroix, the brand, designing Halloween items as well. So there are so many different levels to Halloween, which make it the most interesting holiday possible, in my humble opinion, because it constantly evolves. And as it evolves, it allows more and more people to discover it, to find what they love, what calls it to them for themselves. Very fascinating. And so Homegoods delivers on all of these fronts. I mean, they have a candle section, they have this home decor section, they have, blankets, they have this vintagey looking section as well. I mean, look at this jack-o'-lantern, this pumpkin dude. He is giving me major vintagey vibes, and he is made out of fabric from Sweet Street. For how much is he? $12.99. The more tacky version of Halloween is there as well, very Cinderella though. And then look at this, for example. We have this really cute mummy wearing a hat, top hat with a bow next to a skull, part of a skeleton that's bedazzled with a lot of pearls and crystals and glitter, very fashion. At the same time, next to this cutesy innocent mummy, next to a tic-tac-toe game out of metal with the crosses. And then we have the Mexican version of Halloween. These gorgeous little terracotta ghosts are very 30s inspired. This particular shape of head with the eyes being circular and the smiley mouth is a very, very, very old version of Halloween. And this one is made at home distributed by At Home Designs, handcrafted in Mexico. They are very, very heavy. You should put a candle, tea light, something in the back of them. Very heavy terracotta. These are ancient looking, okay, for Halloween standards. Very, very beautiful. $49.99. I believe worth every penny. They're really, really beautiful. The artisans that made them really did a great job. But very heavy and very big. I have no room for them, unfortunately. So all three of those ghosts are there. If I had room, I would have bought all three. Wooden cauldron looking pumpkin pail as a jack-o'-lantern. Then we have, of course, trick or treat. We have the sweets in Halloween. A lot of sugar, a lot of carbs, and there's a ton of different candy sorts, variations. Some brands that we see throughout the year dress themselves up in a Halloween decor to sell candy during the Halloween season, and then they change their outfit again for the holiday season later onwards. Here we have a brand that does little coffins, and then we have a tray, the rest in place, Dr. Teaspoon. So this is a spoon holder, but also, I mean, you could put anything on it really, also candy. Why not? Or your ring or something next to your doorway. And then we have containers for sweets, for flour or pasta. In many, this one is bleeding black out of its mouth, $5.99. You can see the container next to it, the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, hand painted. Yeah, I see that. Because look, the one next to it has a good painted mouth. There's no black paint falling out. Look at the design of that mummy on this candy for $4.99. Beautiful sticker, beautiful artwork. And here is the Homegoods sweets stand. Then we have trays and plates and cookie jars of all brands and all sorts. And again, even here we can look for the more vintage style of Halloween, the more modern style of Halloween, the innocent and cute pastel Halloween, the more dangerous and spooky Halloween. Everywhere you look, there's something you can find for yourself. Look at that witch hat to put chips and dips in it. And look at that little Oreo cookie muffin thing with a witch hat on top. That thing is huge. And then we have Ray Dunn's haunted mug with for $6.99 with cobwebs on it. And then a salt and pepper shaker. Choose your poison. I do believe salt is a bit more poisonous than pepper. $12.99 for these two. For the body, at least. Sodium. Gotta be careful, especially if you got high blood pressure. Subscribe to my channel while you're at it. Thumb up this video. Of course, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. I personally love many different variations of Halloween. I love the serious aspect of Halloween with ghosts, spirits, and the dead coming to the world amongst the living on the 31st of October. Hence why we have to dress up to hide ourselves. We have to dress up in monster costumes to hide ourselves and not allow the dead souls to recognize us as living in order for them not to haunt us. But I also love the cute pastel Care Bear aspect of Halloween. I love Universal Monsters. I love the fashion aspect of Halloween. I love the Christian Lacroix Halloween. I love also these old school designs like this trick or treat platter, which, to be frank, I would put this on a wall. $5.99. It's a great price. It's just, why would you cover it up with candy and treats? It's just too beautiful. You just want to lay it up straight, but then it's really heavy. What are you going to do with it? It's too beautiful for its own good in a way. I did not purchase it in the end, even though I was very tempted. And then we have this miniature little cake holder for $4.99 or muffin holder. Super cute. I was very tempted to get that one as well, but I resisted. You know, I have so many things. I've been on this Halloween hunt for so many weeks already, and every time I go somewhere, I buy something, and it's come to a point where you just got to slow down and enjoy what you already have. But filming is a fabulous thing because I get to enjoy these pieces and film them and in a way archive them and then re-watch them maybe a year or two from now and see these videos. Look at these mugs for $4.99. Aren't they adorable? These are dishwasher safe, I believe, as well as, yeah, dishwasher safe and microwave safe. Way to go. Eliane, way to go. And perchance archive and catalog these items. Maybe they won't be produced next year, but they will be immortalized in this video, and so we get a chance to revisit them for study purposes from many years from now, when who knows how Halloween will look like 10 or 20 years from now. And it's a soothing thought to me to have this form of memory in form of video and commentary, just to remember what we saw and what we had and what was manufactured back in old 2024. Look at this witch house. Isn't it adorable? It's a little cauldron for $19.99. Ceramic cauldron that is a cauldron with a witch's hat on top and has a chimney. You're supposed to put a candle in the back, tea light, there you go. And it lights up and flickers. Such a beautiful little design, isn't it? I also love the hocus pocus aspect of Halloween. Here's a ghost mug with your classic Halloween colors, black, white, and orange. Very simple. Why the ghost has a matelassé pattern on it, I don't know. Maybe Chanel had something to do with it. Then we have this carafe for $12.99, a pitcher, a mummy pitcher. Skeleton hands holding a bat bowl. We've seen this one already in my other videos. By the way, while you're at it, $14.99 for this one. Check out my Halloween hunting or hunting Halloween playlist. Check out all my other videos connected to Halloween. $9.99 Eliana for this vintagey looking container, ceramic container with a wooden lid, with inspired by antique. Let's just call it vintage. Halloween decor, the jack-o'-lantern, the ghosts, the crows, or the ravens, the candy corn, all very, very, very cute and very, very reminiscent of the 20s and 30s Halloween aesthetic. So while you're at it, subscribe, thumb up this video, and push the notification bell to see where this journey takes us on a daily basis. You know, one video at a time, bringing us closer to the core and essence of Halloween. $9.99 for this ceramic bowl. I think it's microwave safe, but I think it also said that it's oven safe. You're supposed to bake in it. Really cute for a little miniature lasagna of sorts. Look at that spatula with the two ghosts printed on it. I don't know how long those ghosts are going to last on that spatula. $12.99 for this little bowl. I can't remember if it was ceramic or plastic. It looked like ceramic, right? From the video. Then we have silicone ice molds. Maybe you can also bake them and make cookies out of them. I don't know. From Ghoulish, bats. This one is $2.99, and I think the bigger one is $3.99. Love the mixed combination of the black and the white silicone. And then we have more home decor, or in this case, dishware, as well as party goods. We have some paper cups over there. But then I got these little minikins a while ago for $6.99 back in late June, early July at Homegoods. And I'm kind of glad to still see them there because they're really, really great. I highly recommend them, the set of 4. Here's a coffin for $7.99 with a skull on top, and I thought, oh, this is cute. Maybe I could get this. But then I noticed that it is completely chipped on the side, unfortunately, so I left it there. What are you going to do? We're already kind of late in the game in a way. Mid-September only. We're 1.5 months away from Halloween. Yet all of these items have been already out since a while now. People are touching them, buying them, bringing them back, and breaking them. Oh, looky. Halloween and cookie. Christian Lacroix, home decor. This is very much inspired by Dia de los Muertos. This pillow is embroidered. It has a little bit of sherpa, a little bit of cotton, maybe linen, a bit of synthetic there as well. And I took the pillow with me. $19.99 is the price for it, and I placed it on one of the Homegoods couches that they have there just to see how it looks in a home setting where there are no other Halloween items around, but just that one piece. Kind of cute. Now we are looking at more blankets. I think also towels, kitchen towels or bathroom towels. You know, one thing I am looking for and I haven't found yet, really, like bath towels, you know, after you take a shower. Substantial, like big, really big ones with Halloween design. I have not found something that really tickles my fancy, and the towels that I did find are all too small for me. Kitchen towels of all kinds, $9.99. I think this was a set of 3, but they also had sets of 2, sets of 4. Look at Lamb Chop hiding over there. It's like, surprise, surprise, Easter egg. Lamb Chop was in the video. Here I am walking through Homegoods, giving a slight overview as I try to find the different sections, because they have Halloween in many different departments of Homegoods. This one in particular, this section is dedicated to all of the buckets, pails, trick-or-treating, little bags. $5.99 for this one, made in felt. Quite cute. Interesting concept for a trick-or-treat pail, but also as a bag. I mean, you could just wear it around. Maybe a little bit too cutesy for some, but probably the right thing for others. More shelving with more Halloween decor. Look at that jack-o'-lantern, ginormous candy corn stand. Here we are in the candle section and also candle holder section. All of this is Halloween inspired. You can see the mix of different genres of Halloween all in one. It's almost a bit too much to bear, but then it's kind of beautiful to see this huge clash just as kind of living proof of all the different ways we can celebrate Halloween and different aesthetics. So I was looking at these LED candles for $24.99. So obviously it's not real. They're not real candles, so I guess the wax is not going to melt, but it is wax. And I was kind of fascinated by it, but I left it there. And then, yeah, I'm looking here. I like these stickers that have an ancient-y looking vibe. Hocus Pocus on this candle. Then a California candle, small batch made. They say, I smelled it, $14.99. It wasn't really my type of smell, although it was okay. It was okay, but not good enough for me to really want it. Like, what was it? Sand and Fog brand that do the Witch's Brew. Oh man, I love that smell. Whenever I find their Witch's Brew candle, I buy it every time. I stock up on it. I love it to bits. And I also love it when it's not burning. Just like the wax itself smells so good. I just take the lid off and the candle itself smells, and I love that smell as well. I also like it burning, but yeah, no, I also like it burning, but I kind of prefer it just to smell it out of its container when the wax is not melted. But both are fine. Melted and not melted. Look at this little candle. The skeleton in a bathtub for $6.99, or was it $9.99? Here I am trying to sniff it, smell it. The smell was terrible. I really did not like the smell of this candle, but I loved the shape. Okay, the skeleton in the bathtub is hilarious. I wonder what happens when the candle melts completely. Do we get the full skeleton body in the bathtub? Then we have a snake candle holder. Then we have this stack for $9.99 of 3 books and a spider. It's all made out of wax. So it's a candle. So when you use it, it just melts away. I don't know who would want to melt that. It's too pretty. Raven's Wing has made this little tea light box or candle container out of tin or aluminum. Striped jack-o'-lanterns for candles. And here we move to the picture frame section. I love a Halloween picture frame section. I actually bought quite a few Halloween picture frames this year. And from this selection in particular, I really liked this cat. The shabby chic, vintagey, very Beistel or Beistle. Do you know that Beistle actually, Beistel, it's like Beistle could be like from an abbreviation of a Germanic word, bastle, which is basteln, which means to build and to construct. Interesting. I love languages. I speak many languages, just FYI, so this is something that I also learned when it comes to words that might be a surname of somebody, but then they also have deeper roots. Rachel Zoe delivering yet again with eyeballs and Gothic gore and blood red rusty roses. Now, as I was talking about different facets of Halloween, for example, this unicorn for $12.99 skull. Can we talk about this for a second? Yes, I know. I Googled it since, and a ton of manufacturers make unicorn skulls. This is nothing groundbreaking or new, but I gotta say, look at the beauty of this thing. This is a weapon, okay? It's made in resin, and it's a weapon. It's so serious. It's so real looking that, and I found it here in the midst of all of these cutesy Halloween things, and they coexist and they live together, and that's the beauty of it. They accept each other, they embrace each other. I mean, Halloween is the quintessential holiday of acceptance and embracing of differences. All the imperfections that we have become something extremely beautiful and special during Halloween. They should be beautiful and special all year round. But Halloween is the time of year when all of your imperfections really become a treasure. $7.99 for the Phases of the Moon plaque. This is a beautiful one. This is for the more tarot, cartomancer aesthetic. Here is a Ouija board for $7.99 to hang up on a wall. Also really beautiful. Loving that black, gray, sepia tone. I would have only wished that the print were less glossy, a little bit more mattified, because it really reflects the light a lot. Pastel pink skull, very Dia de los Muertos, on a stand. This one is resin, $12.99. The owl with the crown is adorable. Oh, glitter. Here we go. Christian Siriano with 3 skulls. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Martha Stewart, she always weasels her way into every holiday, doesn't she? Martha Stewart has some amazing pieces, by the way, for Halloween. And I did purchase one of them this year. But go check out my other videos, you guys. My other Halloween videos, my Halloween hunts, vlogs, and hauls this year. I have been posting almost daily. So there's a lot to discover and a lot of items that I talk about, because there's new items in every video. It's like it never ends. There's not enough time to film it all. How cute are these liquid containers that look like telephone booths? Look at the witch making a phone call. Who's she calling, you think? Maybe she's talking to Elvira. Look at that dapper little skeleton. These are adorable. Even the glitter one. They're like lanterns, but they're filled with liquid, and I think you light them up and then I think they react a little bit like lava lamps or something. Look at that little vintagey jack-o'-lantern, dapper little fella. Corally looking red vines, spooky plants of all kinds. I mean, and then even here, the vases or the vases, in some cases, they're like spooky Gothic black, but then others are pinky, orangey, glittery. Like there's the serious aspect of Halloween, and then there's the fun and playful one. So here, this little pot looks very serious, and the plant in it also looks super serious. But then, I don't know, then you have this little red thing from Martha Stewart that looks like funny. And then next to it, you have this Moonlight Manor for $24.99, metal wire spooky tree with dangling bats that have been adorned with beads, crystally beads. Insane. Very heavy too. You can imagine how much metal is involved. Then we have trick-or-treat bags at Homegoods, all kinds, from the serious ones to the less serious ones, dragon-inspired ones, snakes, bats, cobwebs, jack-o'-lanterns, ghosts. From paper to knitwear. Here is an overview of the shelving that you can see. This is huge. And by the way, if you want to reach the items on the top shelf, you really have to lift your arms up. I mean, this is not a small selection of Halloween items. And even though we are mid-September by now, as I'm filming this, there is still quite a bit out on these shelves, and they are still bringing out and stocking up, which is really, really refreshing for me to see. Oh, look at the little gingerbread house for, I want to say, the Monster Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, but they also could be 2 zombies. There's a little cat in the window. The cat looks a bit unfortunate. I love this little haunted. Is it even haunted at this point? Well, yeah, the windows are broken. Could be haunted. Little haunted house. Look at the jack-o'-lanterns. They're super happy. They're smiling. Oh, they're living their best life. Of course, the Halloween colors are there. Orange, black, green, smidge of purple. $12.99 for this little decor item. And here we have Christian Lacroix. Christian Lacroix with the black pumpkin and snake slithering around it with a crystal on its head. Now that crystal is just begging to fall off. $12.99. I left it there. It was the crystal for me. I just, I got the items that I really, really love from Christian Lacroix this year, and it has been a very difficult exercise in restraint for me to not purchase everything that has his name on it, because I love Christian Lacroix as a designer very much, especially from the 80s and the 90s, from the 90s in particular, and because of Ab Fab, the TV show with Adina Monsoon and Patsy Stone. But I'm very proud of myself that I managed to say no. I will really not buy everything from him that I see. Just a few select items that I was very happy to find. Those I did purchase, and the rest I very stoically just left there. Look at this skeleton hand with an LED, I do believe, lamp, battery operated little candle, a lot of glitter. The cobra snake was intriguing to me because $12.99. It's metal, it's super heavy. And I thought, okay, where do you put the candle here? But nowhere. It just stands there on its own. And on the top of the head, it doesn't have a flat surface to put like a candle on top. No, it's a cobra. $7.99 for the jack-o'-lantern with a witch hat or a warlock hat. Another Christian Lacroix item. Love this one. The skeleton hand holding a black rose and a golden snake slithering on top. However, full of glitter. That rose is full of glitter, so that had to stay there. I did not take it with me. Ooh, look at the planchette from the Ouija board. This is a pillow, you guys. Made in India. They're famous for their embroidery, their beading. Look at the beads. The hands, the yes, the no. It's a pillow, you guys. It's very heavy. Decorative pillow from Spooky Night. $19.99. Compare it, $29. It is cottony material in the back, all beaded in the front. Gold, white, black. Look at that eye opening up. The ever all-seeing eye. It knows. Wherever you goes, it knows. Look at that beauty. I put it there on a little sofa just to kind of give it a twirl in the back. It's a dust collector, but yeah, you can see not the best material in the back. But just like that eye is telling me that the end is nigh. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel. So subscribe, do thumb up the video, and stay tuned for the next chapter in this journey as we are counting down to Halloween. Let's discover more fabulosity. Until then, never forget to never give up on gorish love.